Hello everyone, good afternoon. This is Himanshi Kaushik, your host of the day. And I hope that you all are fine, safe, sound and happy. And I know that you've gathered here for a special event, a special webinar on a pathway to become a successful AIDE engineer in Industry 4.0. And I hope that you will be learning a lot more about the industry and the session through this session that we are having today. And for this, I would like to request Ms. Ankita ma'am to kindly introduce our expert here. And before ma'am proceeds, I'd like to inform to all attendees, of course, and all the participants that you can post in your questions in your Q&A box, in your chat box, or we will be allowing you to have a direct talk with our experts with the queries that you have. So for this, kindly keep check on the Q&A and the chat box. Now, I would like to request Ankita ma'am to please, over to you.
Thank you, Himanshi ma'am. Good afternoon, all. I am Ankita Vadhavan, working as assistant professor in School of Computer Science and Engineering. I'm going to welcome the company officials present over here. Mr. Ziad Mahudawala, Journal Manager, Futurance Technologies, and Mr. Chirantan Lonkar, Data Analytics Trainer at Futurance Technologies. Now, as we know that university is running a tie-up program of Bachelors of Technology in Computer Science and Engineering and having specialization with AI and data engineering. This program is running in tie-up with Futurance Technologies. In this webinar will provide a comprehensive guide to build a successful career in AI and data engineering. Now, I'm handing over to Mr. Ziad to get an in-depth knowledge about this particular program.
So sorry to interrupt, sir, but you're on mute. You're not audible.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, now am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible.
Okay. Yeah, thank you, Ankita ma'am and Himanshi ma'am, for inviting us to this webinar. It's always great to interact with the young minds of India who have joined here from across the country. So as Ankita ma'am said that Futurance company has tie-up program with LPU for this BTech AI and DE specialization program. So we are here to gain in-depth knowledge about this program and what exactly is AI&D and what exactly is the market demand of this program. Okay. So first of all, what exactly is Futurance? So let me tell you in simple words, Futurance is godfather of talent. What do we mean by godfather? Okay, so in our lives, when we want to achieve something, we tend to take various paths. We tend to try 10 different things, hundreds of different things, and then we decide what exactly we want to do. Okay, but when we have a mentor in our life, our path becomes short. We are able to achieve our goal in a very short amount of time. Okay, so that is the importance of mentor or godfather in our lives. So Futurance is exactly that. Futurance is the godfather or mentor of talents. So what exactly Futurance does? Futurance select talents. We select talents on the basis of what they can know. Okay, and we select these talents. After selecting these talents, we train them. Okay, we train them on the basis of various technologies of artificial intelligence, data engineering related to all data analytics field. After that, after training them for 3 to 4 months, we deploy these candidates to our client locations. Okay, and who are our clients? Our clients are companies, Fortune 500 companies. What do we mean by Fortune 500 companies? The top 500 companies of the world are known as Fortune 500 companies. So we have tie-ups with these hundreds of companies and we deploy these candidates to the client locations. So this is what Futurance do, and we don't charge anything from the candidates. Okay, it is a zero cost program. In fact, we pay the candidates to train from us. Okay, you know that other tech companies may charge thousands and lakhs of rupees, but Futurance is a zero cost program. So this is about Futurance. Chiran, the next, yeah. Okay, so this is a short video that we want to show you about Futurance.
So I think the best part of being a part of Futurance Academy is actually when we get to see the outcomes and the real impact that we make in the lives of our Futurance fellows.
The Futurance Academy is our sacred temple of learning, where literally all the magic happens. As you see these young boys and girls enter this sacred place, you could see in their eyes, their faces, the desire, the passion, the determination to do something bigger, better, and make something of their lives.
So these talented folks actually have huge potential and it's really surprising to see what they can go and achieve out there. So we felt that they were really missing something or maybe someone more like a godfather in their lives.
The moment these folks enter our facility, their evolution begins. We train them with an individualistic approach. Once they come in, we take a diagnostic assessment and a SWOT analysis for them, which reveals their strengths and weaknesses to us. We then tweak our training approach to best suit them. So one of the best moments that we have during any training is when we are working as a group and we are all stuck at a particular problem. Nobody is able to solve that. But then one of the guys goes eureka and is able to come up with the solution. Now the entire group feels elated at that moment, and this is one of the best experiences ever.
So we all know how the EdTech works, right? In EdTech, they train the talent first and then deploy them. At Futurance, we work differently. What we do here is we go out to the business, get the requirements, then we brainstorm these requirements with an academic team to understand the must-haves, the non-negotiable skill sets. We design the entire curriculum and then we train this talent. Once they are trained, then is where we align the interviews and deploy these candidates.
Once we get the requirement from the deployment team, we work backwards. The academics team sit down in a room and we brainstorm and we modify our curriculum to make it more client specific and train our candidates accordingly. This also enables us to design a lot of project-centric simulation so that we can give a relevant hands-on industry experience to our candidates.
After working closely with these engineers, what we have realized that being just technically sound is not enough. If we want a holistically developed talent, then skills pertaining to communication, pertaining to interpersonal skills, presentation need to be given equal importance as well. I remember it was the second week of our training when we had given a small activity to these people. They had to work on a presentation. But what came to me as a surprise was the person who was topping the leadership board was the one who actually did not perform well. When I saw him, he was very nervous the entire time. He was not able to articulate his sentences well, and his body language was very closed off. Post the session, I decided to have a small conversation with him in order to understand what the problem was. He told me that he had a stage fright. So after that, we decided that even if that person is performing technically well, we have to ensure that behaviorally the same support is given to that person. We started working on his stage fright so that his confidence is being built on and he is able to deliver better. Last week when we had a conversation with our client, he told us the feedback which was given to us that this same person is the one who is now getting promoted to a project manager and will be leading a team of professionals. And this is the type of impact that we look for. This is the type of change that we want at Futurance.
I believe apart from training, what really makes us feel complete is the kind of bonds we get to see. So these guys are like a group of best friends living their college life. The kind of relationship that we are building here, not just with each other, but with us too, is really wholesome. So whether it's working on projects, participating in activities, or simply hanging out and having fun, this special connection has become an integral part of our culture.
The way we see it, these fellows are like diamonds. They came to us uncut, raw, and the hardships that they faced here, the pressures that they worked through here, made them valuable both for themselves and for us. Eventually their success is what is our reward. They are like our family, the godfather of talents family.
मैं गुमसुम हूँ इन राहों की तरह तेरे ख्वाबों में तेरी ख्वाहिशों में छुपा ना जाने क्यों है रोज का सिलसिला तू रूह की क्यों ये अफसाने इन लम्हों में खो गए, हम घायल थे इन लफ्जों में खो गए थे हम अनजाने, अब दिल में तुम हो छुपी, हम हैं शहर की परछाइयाँ, तेरे सांसों की रात है, तेरे होठों की है सुबह, यहाँ खो भी जाऊं तो मैं, क्या कसूर है मेरा, क्या कसूर है मेरा.
We are looking forward to seeing you and welcoming you as part of our family. See you soon.
Okay, so you guys, as you all have seen the video, this was a short video from Future Ends. So what exactly is our goal in Future Ends? We want to empower students with the knowledge of technologies. We want to make them future ready. We want to make them industry ready. Okay. So after completing this 4 years of degree, you are industry ready and you can go in any company and work for it. Okay. So Future Ends has a tie-up with LPU, Lovely Professional University. So in this tie-up, we are handling the program of BTech CSE specialization field, which is artificial intelligence and data engineering. Yeah, next slide. Okay, so what are the key highlights of our program? So one major, the most important key highlight of our program is 3 internships with stipends. Okay. So in our program, in our CSE program, we will offer the students 3 internships. First internship in after second year, second internship after third year, and the fourth internship after 7th semester. Okay. So the internship duration will be around 3 or 4 months each after each semester. Okay. And during this internships, you will be taken to one of our locations, one of our offices. It can be in any location. Okay. And the second highlight is you will be provided with a conditional letter of intent. What do we mean by conditional letter of intent? So consider it like an offer letter. So when you enter into our program, you will be provided with the offer letter in which there will be certain conditions. Okay. If you are able to meet these conditions, according to that you will be provided with a package. Okay. And the third is you will be trained with the help of industries experts. Okay. So here, whatever are the technical subjects, whatever are the core subjects of these field, you will be trained by the industry experts. So experts from the companies or big universities will be visiting in LPU and they will be training you on the period of whole semester in these trending technologies. Okay. And last is project oriented learning. So each technical subject, whatever are the technical subjects, we will teach them with the help of projects. So it will not only be theory part. You have to sit in groups, you have to brainstorm it, you have to design a project, you have to present a project. So everything will be end-to-end project oriented learning. So these are the key highlights of this program.
All right.
Now, yeah.
Thank you, Zia. Thank you. That was quite an impressive presentation from your side. I hope I am clearly audible to you all, and my screen is equally visible as well. All right, so we are going to talk about Industry 4.0. As you all know, we are entering into the, or rather, we are not entering, we have already entered the era of Industry 4.0. And what exactly is Industry 4.0? Because we are now going a very, we're going a paradigm shift. Everything around you can see is changing, okay? It's changing positively and it is changing at such a rapid rate that you as a professional, every single new innovation becomes stale after a month or two, right? So even people today are like, hey, ChatGPT, okay, ChatGPT is like fast, what next? Okay. So it's hard to keep the pace, right? And that is the kind of world we are living in. Okay. And this is the era of artificial intelligence, IoT, the real-time analysis, so on and so forth. And that is basically where we as futurists come into picture. Okay. Now, let's say we are looking at the data engineering skills in 4.0. Okay, as you all know, data engineering is one of the most sought after role currently in the industry. It is most in the demand. Okay, data engineering, data scientist, data analyst, these are some of the best jobs, and these are all the skills that we train you here at Futurance. Okay, or rather in the Futurance program. If you look at the data integration part, the warehousing part, modeling part, pipelining part, governance, quality assurance, streaming, scripting, you name it. Okay, you name it. We train you on this part. We just don't train you. We push you to the end where you yourself start innovating to the next level. Okay, so we make you do hands-on projects. Okay, and as they say, it's not when you go learn chapter by chapter is when you learn, right? When you are directly deployed on the project and you start excavating through all those things, that is where you really learn. Okay, that is where you really brush up yourself. As Riyad mentioned, we have the best faculty. Okay, trust me, we have the best faculty. They are the best in the industry. They are the people who have worked for a good amount of industry, for a good amount of years in the industry. These are all the people. These are all the people who has made their names in the industry. Okay. Looking at the classic graph of the market demand, as you can see, data engineering is at an all-time high. And trust me, this growth, these things are just going to grow exponentially. Okay. Data engineering, the job of a cloud architect, that of a data scientist, that of an analyst, that of a Python developer, an SQL developer, a Power BI developer, Tableau developer, you name it. Okay. And this is where we come into picture. Okay. And trust me, the way in which we teach or train our students is very different. Okay. As one of our CDOs, Dr. Anshuman Gupta sir, he rightly said that when students come down, they are like raw uncut diamonds, and when they are out in the market, they perform extremely well. Correct. So yeah, this is the kind of gap that we fill in at Futurance. If you look at the salaries, this is one of the field where your salaries don't grow linearly; they grow exponentially. If you are engineering students, I'm pretty much sure you know what is linear graph, what is exponential graph, what is decay graph. Correct. This is the only field, or let's say one of the fields where the salary is not going to grow linearly; it's going to grow exponentially. Okay. But in order for the salary to grow exponentially, in order for your career to grow exponentially, you have to be trained on that kind of skills. Okay. And not just be trained. Now you will be like, hey, even a YouTube will train me, even a Udemy will train me, but how will Futurance train me differently? And that is where we come into picture. The kind of environment that we have built, okay, the kind of environment, the kind of campus that we have built is itself, as we call it, the modern Gurukul. Guys, in let's go 1,000, 2,000 years back, we had a Gurukul culture, right? When a student used to go and meet the Guru, and Guru used to actually train them, whether it's bow and archery, whether it's hunting, whether it's Vedic Gyan, you name it. Yeah, whether it's farming. This is the same approach that we do. Every single day, you are just slogging here. Okay, you are solving the most difficult technical challenges. Okay, and when you get into that grind, you see yourself that, hey, you will say that, hey, I never knew that I had this kind of talent. Okay. And that kind of unraveling actually happens on Futurance campus. I've seen a lot of examples. As Riyad had mentioned, you have 3 stipend-based internships. Guys, you'll be knowing that currently, if you go out there in the market, even grabbing that one internship is such a difficult thing. Just go out on LinkedIn right now and check out for data science interns or data analyst interns postings. You will see not less than 1,000 applicants. Just look at the kind of thing. There's just one internship which is out open in the company, that too in some other city, and there are like 1,000+ applicants. Okay, forget even getting the interview or getting this thing. It's even tough, right? But here we are giving you 3 internships, and that too, they are not free internships; they are stipend-based internships. Okay, and these internships are of global quality. Okay, these are not some random clean Kaggle data sets that will give you and ask you to perform basic analysis. No, these are proper, good quality internships that happen in the real industry. Okay, as per the industry pattern. And every internship has a nature. One internship will be focused on AI, one internship will be focused on data analysis, one will be focused on data engineering, and so on. So what it does is that it does an overall development. Okay, it does an overall development of a candidate. And as Ziyad had mentioned, the internship first happens after the fourth semester, second internship happens after the sixth semester, third happens after the seventh semester, so on and so forth. So if you look at the internship that happens after the fourth semester, you got to deal into the data engineering thing. After the sixth, it's machine learning engineer, where machine learning engineering, where you have to deploy all the algorithms, forecast something, predict something, classify something, so on and so forth. And the seventh semester is it's a mix of DE and AI. Okay. And the kind of tech stack that we work on, it's trust me, I haven't seen any kind of institute where they are working on such top-notch and the latest tech stack and tools, you name it. When it is out in the industry, our students right here are already learning how to write effective prompts, okay, in Power BI, how to include ChatGPT while writing Power BI. When you're creating Power BI visualizations, how to use ChatGPT and how to write great prompts. They are already getting trained on some part of prompt engineering. We are already there. We are not in the curve. We are already there at the cusp of the curve. Okay, so as soon as the industry requirement comes in, our students are deployed. Okay, our students are deployed because whatever industry requirements are there, we're already fulfilling that. Okay, and not just at a minuscule level, but that too at a great level. Right. So if you just have a look at the tech stack. There's Python, there's PySpark, there's AWS, NiFi, EC2, S3, EMR cluster, ELK stack, Elasticsearch, Logstash, and Kibana. Then there's Scala, there's Hive, Hadoop. You get to train on AWS, you train on Azure, you name it. Okay, you name it, you will be trained on that particular thing. Okay, so trust me, even if you even remotely think that, hey, I am not a technical guy or a girl, I am not an engineering guy or a girl, the environment here is such that it transforms you into one. Okay, it really makes you think that, hey, I always thought that I am not this kind of person, but the environment that Future is that, or other the kind of things that Futurists have built inside me, it's really at that scale. Okay, is what you will feel. If you look at the course highlights, again, these are all the tools and techs or other the key skills of a data engineering, and this is as per the recent demand. Okay, the current demand that is there in the market. Okay, so what we do is that we just don't look at the current demand. We look at the current versus what will be in the future. So we train you on that plateau. Okay, we train you on that plateau where you will be also very comfortable writing good prompts for prompt engineering. At the same time, you will be very comfortable how to deploy models on cloud, how to write backend big data jobs, so on and so forth. All right, Ziyad, would you like to take it from here?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so what are the learning outcomes in this? So learning outcomes are you will be, as Chirantan and I previously mentioned, you will be trained upon real-time projects, right? So you will be making projects, your decision-making skills would increase, your productivity you would increase, your logical thinking would increase. So all these skills are very important to make your whole day an industry. Okay, college life is very different from industry. When we are in college, we are hanging out with friends, we are enjoying. It's a different life. Okay, but when you come into Futurance program, you will get a mix of both the life. You will enjoy your college life also, plus you will also get a hold of what exactly industry would be like. Okay, because you will be working in team, right? You will be working with your classmates, you will be divided into groups, you will be making projects, you will be taken for internship to our offices. So you will get a real hold of both the college life plus a corporate life. Okay, so here you will get to know that when you are entering industry, how you have to work like. Okay, so these are the basic learning outcomes, and these skills are very important. And the most important is entrepreneurial mindset. Okay, you should not just think like what every other student is thinking. You have to think out of the box. You have to think something different. So that is what we are creating an environment. We are making you understand that how to develop these skills and how to think something different and how to end complete projects which you are assigned. Yeah, Chirantan, next slide. Okay, so as we all previously mentioned that when you enter into this program, you will be provided with a conditional letter of intent. Okay, what is a conditional letter of intent? It is just like, consider it like an offer letter when you join a company, right? So you are given an offer letter. So here the difference is you are given an offer letter when you enter into a program only. You don't have to study 4 years. Okay, you don't have to study 4 years and get the offer letter. You will be provided with the offer letter at the beginning only. but it will be conditional. There will be certain conditions. You have to fulfill those certain conditions, and then you will get a certain package. Now, why Futurance? Why should you join Futurance? Why shouldn't you join any other program or any other colleges, for example? So in Futurance, we have conducted 18 plus cohorts. What are cohorts? Consider it like batches, okay, like a normal batch. So we have conducted 18 plus cohorts, and we have successfully deployed the students in that cohorts into our Fortune 500 companies. And the second thing is, as we already mentioned many times, that you will be provided with internships, 3 internships in your whole college life. So you don't have to find internship. Okay, most of the students are very pressurized that how will I find internship? How will I get job? How should I apply on LinkedIn? How should I apply on Indeed? We have to apply on thousands of internships forms, and then we are getting an internship. So here you don't have to worry about getting an internship. Okay, you just have to focus on your studies, projects, and college life. Internships we are going to provide, and it will be stipend based. You will also be provided stipend for that internships. Now, what are who are our program architects? So our curriculum is designed by the people who are already into industries. Okay, so our curriculum is designed by CEOs of companies, all the CXOs position, founder of the companies, and technical head of a company. In every tech company, we have a technical head, right? So these people have designed our curriculum. So this is our Bangalore office. So we have a huge 35,000 square feet beautiful office in Bangalore. So you can see the images of our Bangalore office. And this is our Delhi office. So Futurance has 2 offices in Bangalore and Delhi. So any one of these locations you will be taken to for your internship. Okay. So how exciting is this? You are visiting a real industry for your internship. So this was the basic idea of Futurance and AI and DE program. So if you have any questions, then you can paste in the chat box. Himanshi ma'am, would you like to take over the questions?
Yeah, okay. Sir, thank you so much first for giving the presentation. And I'd like to ask Ankita ma'am to maybe ask some of the question that she was saying. Just in a moment, she must be joining there. Ankita ma'am, are you there?
Hello. Yes.
Yeah, I think yeah, ma'am, could you please ask the questions that you were saying, and then we can conclude the webinar?
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay, I think there's internet connection.
Okay, so we have a question that how is your classroom learning different from other programs? So yeah, so in classroom learning, as I mentioned in the webinar, it would be a completely project oriented learning. You will be taught theory also. Theory is very important, but with that you will be divided into groups. You will be working on various activities, various projects, plus you will be given internships. This is a whole immersive industrial learning. So this is our classroom program, differs from other programs. And next question is that will all the students be taken to the internship? So yes, all the students who are enrolled into our programs would be taken to internship. So there will be no interview for the internships. So if you are joining this program, so overall you have booked your internships. So we are taking the whole batch to our internships. There will be no interview for internship.
Sir, we are having another question. Can you take students from first year as well to the internship, if not from the second, third, or fourth year?
So see, first year should say it's our opinion that first year you should not be taken to internship because you don't have sufficient experience. Okay, first year we should invest in getting that certain knowledge. If you don't know basic of Python, if you don't know basic SQL, if you don't have logical thinking, then there is no point of taking you to an internship. So first year we are focusing on developing the base. Okay, there is a base of computer science, right? You should be good in logic, good in problem solving, good in any particular coding language, SQL databases. So after we build this base, then we are taking you to the internship. So then there is a good learning process. Then you will be able to get better in these tools using the internships.
Yeah. So thank you so much. Ankita ma'am, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So can you please go on with the questions, ma'am?
No more questions, ma'am.
Okay. No issues. No issues.
Your voice is breaking, Himanshi ma'am.
My voice is breaking. Okay.
No.
Am I audible clearly, sir? Charantan sir?
Yes,
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 yes.
sure.
Okay. Sir, thank you so much again. I'd like to thank you
Thank
for
you.
joining in, for giving this
Thank you.
presentation, for resolving some of the queries. And I believe Ankita ma'am's screen is frozen. I believe there's some internet issue. So I'd like to thank Ankita ma'am also to introduce us to our experts and to joining in and to be coordinating the session. And I'd like to thank participants as well. So I'd like to inform to all the participants in here, and so this webinar will be uploaded on YouTube as well. The link will be shared. The link will be on our website, that is lpu.in/webinar page. So you can just directly watch this webinar on YouTube and ask your questions in the comments as well. We will be answering there also. And thank you so much, participants, to be here with us, and thank you so much, experts. Sir, I'd like to take
Thank you.
permission to wrap this webinar up. If you
Yeah,
don't.
sure.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Thank you
so
so
much.
much.
Okay.
Take care.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you so much. Yeah. Stay safe, stay healthy, and thank you so much for joining in.